What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Inside Jokes RV. It's yours truly, Joe Shelton. Hey, check out this video today.
Me and my RV.
Alright, the subject of this video today, see that lights on? Got that one on. If you watched the previous video on that, you'll see that one. That one. You notice that one? It's on, but it's super down. See all those cracks around there? See the water condensation getting in there? And content in this video today is replacing all of those, I guess you call those runner lights and those back brake lights. If you watched my previous video where a bulb had went out on my brake lights, and once I got into it, I saw that it's the actual plastic frame that covers that brake light had cracks with the screw holes in it, and a lot of the connections had a lot of rust in them. You know, so it had been getting moisture now for numerous years, and replacing those bulbs, you know, I did the first one, then I ended up doing the second one. So just researching, we found out that bulbs are old technology. This is a 2014. So the project today is replacing those brake lights and all those runner lights with LED lights. Bulbs never go out on LED lights. They're going to give you a brighter look. Not replacing the bulbs. And as you saw on one of those, one of my runner lights, that where, you know, again, over time, sunlight, things get brittle, they start cracking, water gets inside, and just something that needs to be replaced. Is this like mandatory, or just where I won't, it's not a big issue, but it's just one of those things. Once you get into RVing, and especially get a used RV, little small things, projects like this, that just to update it slowly over a small period of time. It's not a really expensive project, and it's not really a hard project. And a new thing I want to try to implement on my videos is a difficulty rating as far as how hard, how difficult this project is. And let me disclaim here, I'm not an RV technician. I have no, I am not certified. These are all just DIY projects. I'm just showing you how I'm doing them. I'm sure there's somebody else there there's a reference that wants to do some similar things. So I'm not an expert. This is just for entertainment purposes, so other people can see how I'm doing my project. So if you have any issues, if you're not comfortable working with electricity, electrical circuits, or anything like that, hey, go seek out a professional and let them do it. But I think for me personally, this is a relatively easy job. So I think I'm going to start giving, when I do my DIY projects, I'm going to give them a difficulty rating, 1 from 10. 1 is just like super easy, tighten up a screw, changing a light bulb. 10 is up to where you're circuit box and running wiring and plumbing and things like that is just your top of the line. So this project here, I would give it a rating of about maybe 3, because the back brake lights, the wiring is not straightforward, but it's still relatively simple. All right, we're going to get into it. All right, here's the box. Here are my runner lights. They come in a set of 14. All right, the next thing are the brake lights. All right, it's there. So you got these wires here. It has a little gasket type seal. course, 2 of them instead of 2. And also some stainless steel screws to replace. Now, the only reason I give this just with a rating 3, because I haven't pulled out the wires currently that are back there, but just reading different forums and reviews that the wires are not straightforward like this. But I did find another gentleman in a Thor group who put a picture of his wiring diagram. He ordered these exact ones, and he took a picture of how he wired them. So if it wasn't for the wiring maybe being an issue, this probably could be a 2. That's how simple it is. All right, let's get to the install. All right, we're gonna start with this one. See all these cracks if you're close to it. Pops off. You can see how really cracked up that is. Looks like we just got a couple screws right there. Check these out. You see those screws too? Oh, it's not bad. Little rolls on there, but just awesome. So now, here's the thing. Now we just need to determine, I guess, which one is I see the white. And these came with no instructions, so I'm guessing that they assuming you know what you're doing. All right. So let's just attest to see, make sure we know which one is the power and the one is not. All right, let's get you strip a little bit here. And you look how those wires are got a little corrosion on them, but hopefully we can still get the job done. All right. These come like this, so of course you need to strip a little more. All right, so let me go cut the parking brakes on. Let's see, parking lights. All right, it's 12 volt, so let's just see. And you can see it if you saw that lighting up. Let's do it again. Look how much brighter that is compared to the other one. All right, we determined that white is right. So now I've got some heat shrink. I always have to put the heat shrink on first, because I always got a habit of twisting the wires together without putting heat shrink on. So let's slide these over here like that, and it's starting to rain, of course. That's my heat shrink. I do have an awning, so hey. Man, hey, I'm over here getting wet and I forget I have an awning. Hey man, you get so caught up, you start losing your mind. But now I can do this without getting wet. These wires are so corroded. I'm trying to get the inner guts of these wires twisted up. I think I probably blew a fuse because I was touching them. Yep, I think I did. All right, people, look. When I said the job was a 2, 3, but I was testing the wires. I forgot to turn the lights back off, and when I was connecting in the new light, it touched the other one. A little spark, so now I blew the fuse. So now I gotta go find which fuse it is for the runners. Hey, again, something as slow as I just had that light installed literally in about 3 minutes. But again, this is another thing that I mentioned in previous videos, that now I'm forced to go see what fuse that is. And then again, that lets you get a little more intimate with your rig, let you know how things are wired. So when things happen, when you're on a trip somewhere, you know where to go, you have an idea. So you're not sort of researching. So it is what it is. Let me find what fuse it is, and we'll get back to it. This is where fuse box is in the engine. And I found this fuse little micro. That's the one I believe is. I looked at the book, it says it's the running light, and that's it. And of course, out of all those fuses that I don't have a micro. So I need to run to Walmart, and now I need to keep a stock of these micro fuses on stock. All right, till we continue. Hey guys, here's a lesson learned. That one little 2-second touch of those 2 wires blew a fuse. And just that one little mistake for me not turning the power back off delayed me probably an hour, because I had to locate the fuse box, which is here, which is inside this engine compartment up under here. All right, let's just double check to make sure this thing is on. Voila, y'all. There it is. We got bush. Man, that is so much brighter than that old one. That is so much brighter. All right, let's move. I got 13 more of these, same exact thing. Now here's the design flaw. The old ones you see, this thing is in the middle, so when you stick the hole in, it gets flush. So with these, the new ones, all right, you see this one, it had the little wires coming straight out the middle, whereas the new one had it coming out the end. So getting it flushed, connecting the wires and then getting it flushed, I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm gonna fool around with it and see if I can figure it out. All right, guys, let's see if I can get a close up here, under here. You see that little gap right there? You can really see it on this one. You see that gap? And that's where I say those wires are at the bottom. So I think I got a simple solution where I can get this whole thing flushed. All right, I think I found the solution to this problem. Let's take this cover back off. Let's undo these. I think what I have to do, and I think what I'm going to do, any RVer's worst nightmare is to put holes in the rig. So what I think I have to do, I was trying to use these same holes that were already there from the previous light. So what I think I have to do, I think I'm gonna have to raise these holes up maybe 1/4 of an inch. Just 1/4 of an inch to get this part here to the center of that hole. So if I put it up here, maybe almost a full inch. No, I think 1/4 inch do good. So if I put it right there, that then sits flush with the entire thing. And I still don't see any of the other, the bigger holes. So I just need to move these holes up 1/4 of an inch. All right, let's do that. See 2 holes there, just went a little bit above. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sort of, since this won't be directly over it, I'm gonna put a little butyl tape in this area right here, just to sort of close that gap up. You know, you don't want no critters or nothing to find openings and get into your rig. So I'm gonna sort of seal this hole up a little bit. All right, that hole right there, you see the 2 holes I put on top holes. So I'm gonna get some more butyl tape and close up these old holes, and I'm gonna just put a little in here just to prevent, because that's a sort of a large hole, and just to prevent anything, you know, not necessarily worry about water, because I'm gonna go back over the top of these lights with some silicone and sort of direct all the water down. All right, here's your butyl tape. I'll just keep a roll of that. It's for those who know, it's sort of a, reminds you sort of Play-Doh a little bit. So I'm just gonna stick a little bit those old holes. And roll it up a little bit. In that old hole, and then put a little bigger chunk. Oh, that's too much. More or less on the bottom end. Now let's do left turn signal. Let's do right. We're not gonna see that one anyway. And now let's try reverse. The front bullet nose, the ones that's on the front of the rig, the nose of it, the forehead of the rig, those are a different type. They're more like a bullet shape, and they got like a little curvature to fit that curve of that the nose of the rig. And I did do one of those square, and it looks all right. I'm about to see it at night, but the light bulb was facing forward on those particular runner lights. So I only did one of them. I just want to see what it looks like at night to see if it's worth, you know, or I'll just have to try to find that exact type of LED light with that same bullet teardrop type shape to replace those with, so that light is facing forward. So I'm gonna see what that looks like at nighttime. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know if you've done something like this. Leave me a comment, but don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try this summertime. I'm going to try to put out more content at least once a week, something new on the channel. So I'd love to have, leave me a comment. Tell me what, if you've done this job like something similar to it. All right, see you on the next episode of Inside Jokes RV. Peace.